Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil and today we'll be taking a look at courseplay on Farming Simulator. Today we'll be looking at how to collect or pick up grass with a wagon in rows. And hopefully, all going well, I'm showing a field there beside me, field 19, and I'll show you how to pick up to mow the grass and pick it up with a wagon on all the one tractor. You can see the little tractor there doing that. So we'll do this first anyways, and hopefully all going well, I'll show you that when he's finished sowing and the grass is grown. But first, I'll show you how to do this. So now, first thing you want to do is you want to create a course going from the field to your silo and back again. Now, for the purpose of this, I'm going to go to the biodigester plant, or the BGA, whichever you call it, because as I said in the previous video, it's just, this is one of the easiest ways of making money, and using courseplay makes this very simple. So we want to go down here, middle of the field, and we'll start our course recording, as I've showed you before. So it's similar in the way of the grain transport or doing the drawing silage. It's very similar in that, but this, you have to combine two courses for this to work properly. So we start course recording here, and somewhere in the middle of the field, you know, works grand. You watch previous videos, you have more tips on what you should do. It's generally it's the same anyways. You always middle of the field where your tractor can get to that point from anywhere else in the field. So we just drive to the BGA now. We'll drive into any of the silos, it doesn't matter. Just when you're saving it, make sure, or I'd advise, once you're saving it, make sure you specify field 20 BGA 1, 2, 3, 4, whichever, so you know. Just makes it a bit simpler for yourself. So drive on in here, and we'll drive, and we'll just go straight into the third one here. So now, another thing I will say is, you can't really, when you're using the wagons, you can't really have two machines operating the same course, because the whole way they work is they collect grass off the field, then they follow this course to empty it, and then they go back to the field and start where they finished. So if you had two machines working, one machine wouldn't know where the other machine had finished, and they'd be starting in the wrong spot, and it's just messy. So really and truly only one wagon is of use in this. But you could be using one wagon to pick up this field and another wagon to pick up another field. In that way it'd work grand, but it doesn't really work two wagons picking up the same field. So we'll just drive on back now. This course I'm doing now is near enough the exact same as, actually you could easily just use the same one I made for the previous video for picking up silage. That would actually work fine, because all this is to drive to the pit and back again. So we'll just stop here now, and we'll stop course. Now you want to save this, because you have to save your two courses now. So we save this and we put it down to field, on the caps lock, it makes it just that bit easier to see. So field 20, how to put down as field 20 BGA 3, because this course would actually work for you drawing silage from a harvester with trailers to that pit. So you can save it as that and then do the two jobs. So you want to hex out that now. You want to change it to field work, and you want to do the same again. You're working with, if your rake is 18.4 meters or whatever it is, whatever you mode. Now it is a must that you use the rake using courseplay to row it so that your wagon follows courseplay. Once you start using courseplay, you have to use it throughout to pick up the grass. Well, you could mow it and then row it yourself and then pick it up yourself, or you could row it with courseplay and then pick it up yourself. But once you really start at courseplay, it's just as handy to keep going. So we want to use the exact same course that the rake used. So I have it pre-saved here. It's field 20 run and pick up, and it's just the exact same it is the exact same course that the rake used. So if you were setting this up yourself and you never saved the rake's course, it's just the exact same settings as you use for the rake. So it's the same working width, the same starting corner, the same starting direction, same number of headlands. All that has to be the same. Now that isn't what it is now. That's just whatever settings was already loaded on this. And that's it. Once you've that done, you can see the first waypoint is there. So we'll just back him back up just to make sure he gets that. And now you want to load your other course before you start. So you want to load field 20 BGA 3. Now it is a must that you load your field course, the course for picking up the silage first, and then the course for delivering bringing the silage to the BGA, to the silo. That is a must. You must do where you're working to where you're going. If you don't, then he starts thinking that he'll start trying to pick up silage driving to the silo if that one is first. So we'll just start him off there, drive course at first waypoint. So he'll just drive out here now, he'll unfold, let it down, start her up and keep going. So this will take a good few minutes to fill. I think it will anyways. So that's really it now. Once you've that done, he fills himself up. He'll go and empty himself to the BGA. There's not much I can do now, so hopefully I'll have figured out how to use the video editor a bit better, and I'll just be able to speed up the next part until it's fully done, hopefully. So I'll just exit, get out to the top of the field, and we'll just get a nice view of him working away there, all going well. So now that's him full. It took a lot less longer than I anticipated it to. So now he'll drive to where the start point was of the second course. Or actually he drives to the end point. Yeah, he drives to the end point of the first course, which you can see there. That's where he drives first. And then he goes to the starting point of the next course. That's just the way he does it. I don't know, don't ask me why, but it works. That's all I can tell you now is it works. So no need to trying to figure out how to change it. So I'll just drive out here and increase his field speed because it's a bit on the slow side for my liking. So get that there and increase it to 30. Somewhere around here you should hit the start point. Actually there's the start point out there. You can see it does floating in the sky. I think it's in as a crossover symbol. Yep. So that's it now. He'll hit that and hopefully he puts the hammer down and gets to this silo. Hopefully. Without any problems. You know, these things can be hard to get right. Sometimes you cut corners and sometimes it's messy, sometimes this is an easy thing to do now. It's not like the last video, or you can see now, me just saying it's simple and he goes sliding. So look, actually one thing you can do to try and reduce that is go to your driving settings and always use 4-wheel drive, activate that. It just means he has the 4 wheels turning because it's a default in Farming Simulator that all tractors are just 2-wheel drive. Doesn't matter if they have the capabilities of 4-wheel drive or not, they're just all automatically 2-wheel drive tractors, and it's not doing much for them, so it isn't. But that's just a handy way of trying to help get traction. Very handy when going up hills or something like that where he just seems to be doing a bit of slipping and can't get the grip. So that's him. Hopefully he gets in here okay. Yeah. Well, you know, if what your definition is okay is, but you might be doing a bit of slipping, but at least he hasn't crashed yet. Be a problem. Or might be the tractor just just is a bit too small for the size of the wagon, but it should be okay. That tractor is a good somewhere up on 300, somewhere around 300 I think. Well, she's not the weakest of things. Now you can see there, he automatically unloads his trailer as he goes through. And he'll drive at a nice steady pace, in a nice level fill of the pit as he goes along. And once he gets to the very end, he'll stop and finish unloading. So, and one of the handy things is every time he drives across that, he's compacting it. So by the time you're finished, your compaction rate will be above 50% anyways. So like you get on very well in that respect, that your pit is nearly trampled. So it doesn't take a lot to finish it. So now, he's driving on back. Another thing, you can't put shaft, as it's called in this, and grass in the one place. Now we've run into problems that can slide. So we'll just stop driver, we'll reverse him back, we'll set him to the nearest waypoint, not current, nearest. Actually, this could make problems now, because I'm after telling him to stop and go again. He's not going to go back to the same spot he's left at, which they normally do when you don't disrupt their course. Because his course is disrupted, he won't do that now, I don't think. So he's going to just drive around the field, all of what he's already picked up, until he comes to that point, and then he'll start picking up grass. A bit of a nuisance when you have to do that, and he'll do that every time now. So by right, what I should do is go back and relay the course for the grass again, but because it's simple and it's just a rough guide on how to do it, you know yourself what you should do if that happens. So that's really it. Now we'll just see and make sure that he goes to his end point and he goes back to the start point, and he'll probably just go around the field and go back to where he should be. So that's really it. Now I go back and see that the other man has that field sowed and the grass grows. Probably a few hours time before that's ready, but I'll merge the two videos together so it's all the one, so you won't have to be watching two videos of the same thing. The courses are pretty much the same. The only difference is you put a mower on the front of the tractor. Oh, he's actually going to do it now. I'm surprised. He should go to where he left off and start again. I'm actually honestly surprised that he did that. I'm nearly sure it happened to me before, and he just went back to the start point and then turn. Now he should turn. He's telling me he's going to turn. No, maybe I was wrong. Yeah, he is. He's actually going to do it. I honestly thought that he wouldn't do that after I had to stop him. So that's grand. It actually does work, so now you know that you're okay if that happens. We'll go back to where he started and keep going. That's really it. As I was saying, I'll have that other man working down there in a few minutes, and we'll just make sure that everything works okay. It's pretty much the exact same as this, only you have a mower in the front. You're working with is smaller, and you can't do oddly shaped fields, because when he starts to do the ups and downs, there's little ups and downs here, and when he's trying to do them, he crashes into the buildings and he can't get the full turn right, so it doesn't really work. That's why did I show you? No, I don't think I did. Yeah, right. So now you can see here, I have the machine there, and I've loaded up courseplay. And before I let this man sow the field, I went and I got my field edge path, field 19, and I just have her sitting there now, and I'll wait until he's finished before I start this. So actually I could set it up now and have it saved. Now the front mower is, it is 3.3 meters wide. We'll just check, or 3.5, sorry. So I'm going to set it at 3 meters because I want to try and get him to get as much as possible. So I'm going to say starting corner is northeast, and starting direction heading west. No headlands. When you're using the mower, it's best to just go up and down the field. So we'll leave it at that now. I'll just skip it on to when this lad is finished sowing and there's a bit of grass there to be cut, and we can just generate the course before that happens. You can generate it there, and you can see He's ups and downs now. So that's it. Next time you see it, he'll be cutting away. Ready to go now. The grass is ready to be cut there. It's poor grass, but sure, look at get this done. I'm kind of a bit tired of waiting, so we'll just drive him up now. First waypoint. Drive course is all. Well, actually, we can be leaving him there. We'll actually speed up the time, and we'll let that grass grow a bit, and we'll be setting the course from here to the silo. So we'll go in the entrance just across there. So we'll just go and start course recording. It doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. It doesn't matter which one it is and them it is. Or, sorry. And we'll just set the transfer. It doesn't matter. So we'll just start course recording there. He get there from any part of the field and be able to turn handy enough. So we'll just go across country now. Should be okay to do it. Now the reason I'm using this tractor is because this is the lowest horsepower tractor you can use to do this, and they're the two smallest machines you have. Now the mower is the only front mower you have in the game unless you get a mod, and the wagon is the smallest you can get. And the front mower requires 90 horsepower, and the back mower the wagon requires 60 horsepower, which means that you need a tractor with 150 horses or more to be able to operate the two machines. Now in Farming Simulator 2013, the machines just wouldn't be able to pull right, to be slow. But now you have to have horsepower matching the two machines, or whatever amount of machines you have on the tractor, so that they work. So the minimum is 150. This tractor is 160. So that's why I have it chosen. So now we'll just go back. We can put our end point out here. It doesn't matter where the end point is, as I've said before in previous videos. As long as your end point is accessible from every part of the field, you're grand. So end point there will do good enough. So we want to save this. So save this as field 19 BGA 3. That's saved now. So we X that down, and we want to bring up our field 19 more is what I actually saved that has. So now that's that grass done. So we'll reduce the speed down to real time. So you can see it there, I saved that has field 19 more before it was all done, because if I actually went now to field work, went back here and tried to get, it actually comes up because I have that viewed. If I don't have that viewed, it's actually might be stuck there now, but look, just make sure you have your course set before the grass field is sown, just in case. I don't know why it's coming up for me now, but we'll just go back and we'll set it 19 more. I showed you how to set it up just in the previous bit, so that's it. We'll just drive to the first waypoint. So we'll just drive round out here to where the first waypoint is. Just give it a minute now. So now, this is the easiest way. If you put headlands into it, you'll miss a lot of grass. So that's why I'm just doing this as ups and downs. He will miss a bit just at where he's turning in and out, but it's a lot less than he'd miss if he started going around corners. So that's it. He works away there now. I actually forgot to merge the two courses. So I'm going to actually stop driver there. I will just set this to first nearest waypoint just for the sake of it. Now we're going to load that, so that's grand now. That's grand. He'll keep going there. We'll just give him a few minutes to fill the load. I'll just fast forward it till he's full. So we'll just have a nice few looks at him while he's walking. So now you can see there a bit of stuff he's missing there. Look, it's not perfect, but in all fairness, this is a handy way of doing it, because before you had to do it yourself and you couldn't do anything else. Now he'll do it himself, and you could be off getting machinery ready to sow fields or move machinery around the place, so it's just as handy. So it's just going on 30% full, so I'll just fast forward this the rest of the way. Now, that's him with his wagon full now, so he's going to drive to the end point first, then drive to the start point of the next bit, go to the silo, empty it, and come back, same as the other video. That's really it. That's all there is to it now. I don't think there's much need in me showing you him driving to the pit and back again, because you've seen it before, and I'd say by this stage you're fairly bored. So I'll leave it at that. The next video will be on baling, how to set up the baler with courseplay, and how to will be baling silage bales, so or baling wet grass or silage. So I'll show you how to set up the wrapper and set up the auto collector to collect the bales and bring them to where you want to leave them. So that's it from me. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Please leave comments there. Let me know what you'd like me to do next, or any tips you'd like to get, or anything like that, or anything I can do to try and improve my videos. So that's it from me. Good luck.